Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. Again, today is August 14th, 2022. This is Eric, your play-by-play voice for Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast, alongside Brad and Greg. They're here as well. So, just in case you're wondering, there you go. There's Greg. There's Brad. So that way you know they're here. Like I'm not just making it up. So anyway, well now we have another one of our sponsors here for Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. She joined us as a sponsor earlier this year. Actually, it was for last school year, and then of course she's back for some more. we couldn't get her to go away. So we want her. We definitely want. We got to have all the sponsorship help that we need. So or that we can get. Let me put it that way. So Bonnie Dredla's here from the Luling Foundation Farm. So Bonnie, thank you for being here today. Appreciate you accepting the invite. How you doing?
Doing good.
Great. So, yeah, great. So, of course, we're going to have the Meet the Eagle event here shortly. And for those of y'all that are waiting for that, just make sure you go onto our page. It'll be on our regular, let me start over. It'll be on our social media pages, which is Facebook and YouTube. And it'll also be on our website, which is lulingeaglesb.com. It's going to be treated just like a regular broadcast. We're kind of testing things out, so we're going to kind of do it that way for this. But for these interviews, I just have my webcam there to see us on. So, of course, like I said, Bonnie's here. So definitely wanted to have you on, Bonnie. First of all, just to thank you for your support for the Luling Eagles sports broadcast and just Luling Eagles athletics in general. And just ask, I know you got some things going on at Foundation Farm. You just had a event there week and a half, whenever it was, of the 100-year anniversary for Edgar B. Davis discovering oil or striking oil, however you want to say it. So talk a little bit about what you got going on over there.
Well, glad to be here, and it's really exciting to be able to look just through the press box and see the entrance to the Luling Foundation Farm. It's a pretty good sight over here. But for those of you who are not too familiar with the Luling Foundation Farm, I'll just tell you it's an agriculture demonstration farm, and it was started in 1927 by Edgar B. Davis that you mentioned. And we serve our charter Caldwell County, Gonzales County, and Guadalupe County. And we have all kinds of events that go on. We do agriculture as our primary business and industry, and have a cattle sale every year. And we have different programs and educational things going on and scholarships. We also have a new project for the last year and a half. It's been selling freezer beef, and it's beef that's born and raised here at the Luling Foundation Farm, and we sell it by the package there at the office right here by the football field. And we have that available, and we also have people that have the freezer space buy half a calf. We have that option right now as well. Another new program we have coming up that I'm excited to tell you about, and I need you guys' help to give me some more kids, but we're going to have a youth grill off on Saturday, September 10th, and they're going to be making.
Hold that up.
They're going to be making burgers with Luling Foundation ground meat, and it's for 3rd through 12th grade. We'll have a junior division that's 3rd through 7th grade, just 2 kids on a team, at least 2 to 3, and then the senior teams, which I need the most of, is actually 8th grade through 12th grade. And Texas Gas Service has bought us a Blackstone griddle as a big awesome prize. There will be a reserve and grand prizes that will be given out. Texas Beef Council has given us aprons and all kinds of goodie bags, and we are working with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension to make this program happen. And we're super excited to be able to educate people in agriculture and have fun at the same time, and we hope that it's a good event. It's the first time we've ever done this, but we want to fill up our teams. We have till August 29th to fill those time slots, to fill up the teams. Right now we're halfway full with the juniors, but we only have 1 team for the seniors. So you have real good odds right now to win. You sign up. You'll either get reserved or grand.
Right. Great. And Bonnie, for that, are they going to, I'm not sure what the plan is, but are they going to give them for the ones that do win, like plaques or medals or something?
Yeah, they're going to get a whole goodie bag of awesome stuff. I know each team is actually going to be, there's $20 entry per team. Okay. And we've been able to get enough sponsorships to cover everything. And they're actually going to get to take home their own, the team will actually have a Old Smoky grill that their team gets to take with them. But they're going to have all kinds of things that they're going to love in a big goodie bag for their the prize winners.
Great. So, talk a little bit too about that event that you just had. I know you were a lot of work went into it. Of course, I know you mentioned I saw some of your social media, and then I know you had a lot of help too from the oil museum. Is my understanding. But I mean, it just seemed like it went off really well, came together really well, and you had a huge crowd. I think I saw like 500 or so folks out there. So just talk a little bit about how that went.
Oh, it was great. So it originated with the Luling Chamber of Commerce and the Luling Oil Museum, and because of the tie with Edgar Davis and Luling Foundation Farm, we basically just consolidated and decided to host it with them, and it was awesome. The car club came in with their antique cars. We had a face painting, we had a magician, we had a bounce house, we had cornhole boards, we had live music. I think that was the first time that I know of that we've had live music down at the demonstration barn where we have our programs and our cattle sale. So that was a pretty neat thing to have the community come out. So I'm hoping in 5 more years for the farm's 100-year anniversary, we can do something as cool as that. So,
wow, yeah, that would be really nice. And then I know you, like I said, I follow you on your social medias, and you have some people come in recently. I know you told me before you have them come in there quite often from out of state. What are the various ways they hear about the foundation farm and to where they know to come here to Luling and visit?
I've worked at the farm 18 years, and I can tell you it has come from everybody from people that were just happened to be traveling through the southern part of the United States and pass through the Chamber of Commerce, and then they come to here through the visitor station, to organized groups through like the National Ag Statistics Service and some government agencies, and there's actually some ally groups overseas that will do organized tours through there's a company out of Austin that does a lot of coordination through Washington, D.C. And then because we're so close to Austin, that's one rare place where they can see a variety of agriculture.
Right.
And so that's where we get more of the global visitors that fly into Austin and then come down here since we're an hour away. And of course, they come eat Luling barbecue and enjoy the whole concept. So,
imagine that, right? I see Brad got that look on his face. Imagine that. So anyway, guys, you got any questions y'all want to ask Bonnie while she's here?
So other than the beef that you were mentioning that for sale, is there a place people can come there at the foundation farm and just kind of learn more about the foundation? Is there like a little showroom or something?
Yes, our office is pretty much set up like a museum, and I actually have a touch screen
Yes, she does.
video in there where you can actually scroll through and see a bunch of the historic photos, and working on making that a little bit more efficient. We do have a ton of stuff on our website. Go to lulingfoundation.org, but there's different specific demonstrations that we have over the year, like rainwater collection, rainwater harvesting that we use with a solar powered water well, and we have, of course, down at the barn where the event was held, that's all rainwater that's collected that's used in the restrooms and the kitchen. And we just continuously have programs that help enhance agriculture and teach agricultural literacy, and it's adults and it's kids, and it's a team effort. And what I tell kids and adults alike, that if you've been to the grocery store, you're involved in agriculture in some way. If you brush your teeth, you're using a natural resource with water. So you're engaged with agriculture on a daily basis. But a lot of times people separate that from their thought process, and so we just try to keep that on their heart. But one thing that's really neat about Edgar B. Davis is what you hear now is more like a buzzword: sustainability. That was Edgar B. Davis's buzzword back 95 years ago, and it was meant as a sustainable source of agriculture practices, and we try to continue that.
Yeah, and I want to mention too, there's some stories. I know that Ashley Flores shared some of those stories, and I really enjoyed reading those. Matter of fact, I enjoyed it so much that there's a gentleman that we had visit. I don't know if you were here, Bonnie, about 3 years ago. Colonel Craig Flowers, a good friend of mine, works over at the 104.9 The Horn in Austin, and he really loved Luling when he visited. And I know that's one of the things he likes, is the history. And so I shared those with him, and I think he read through all. There was 4 of them, I believe. So he read through all 4, and he told me he gave it his thumbs up. And so for a military guy with his stature, and he served 25 years, went all over different places. I thought that meant a lot. I said it's a really neat deal. So if you haven't had a chance to go read those stories, please go read them, because they're very, very interesting. It's just it amazes me how he went from where he was and where he started out to where he ended up. It really was amazing thing. Greg, you got anything?
No, just Bonnie, y'all still doing with the community here in Luling? I know when I worked here at the school, I think towards the end of the year, doesn't the elementary still go over there and y'all demonstrate? So.
Yes, we still have. It used to be the third graders that would come every year, and they'd make ice cream in a bag, and that's usually that's one of their focused memories of being in third grade doing that and learning about calcium and milk and different things like that. But we've had we did a progressive ag safety day for about 7 years with fifth graders, and then it basically merged into just a kids ag literacy day. So it's the same type program, but it's just without using progressive agriculture. So, but that's been a continuous program where at one time we had literally every fifth grader from Caldwell County here.
Wow.
And so it was pretty neat to have about 400 kids here. A lot of work too.
I'm sure it was. So, and I know we, Mr. Keck, I believe it is, Cook. It's Cook. Okay, I knew I was going to get it wrong. I spelled it about 3 times on that post that I did here recently with a picture of Brad and I with those of y'all that saw that, where I finally got it right. So I'm sorry, I'll get it right eventually, Bonnie. But just what is his role over there? Kind of talk a little bit about that and how he helps you out as the office manager.
Yeah. He's been the farm manager for, let's see, he's just about to hit his 22-year anniversary, and he was actually a director for 10 years before that, so he was a pretty young guy when he started. And but I've worked with him quite a few years, but he is basically the head manager of all operations on the farm. And not a lot of people realize this, but we have 1,100 acres just right here next to the football field that carries down to the San Marcos River. And we also own a little over 600 acres down in San Patricio County, and that is sharecropped. And there's a farmer that's been down there for quite a few years, and that I think right now he's got cotton and grain sorghum and cotton, corn, and grain sorghum. And then we also were donated there was a family outside of Gonzales County, or in Gonzales County, that didn't have any heirs, and so they gifted their property to the Luling Foundation. We're coming up on I think it's close to 3 years now, but so we have another 600 acres at the Luling Foundation farm owns as well.
I have a couple of other things I wanted to ask before I let you go, Bonnie. Well, first thing is, we had Coach Melanie Owens here about an hour or so ago. Had her, and I know you know her quite well, or new volleyball coach here in high school.
I met her yesterday.
Yes. Oh, okay, you did. Okay. Well, you familiar with it? Let me put it that way. Because Skylar, we mentioned Skylar during that interview. Skylar Dredla, your daughter, is one of the players on the volleyball team. She's a junior this year, and Coach Owens mentioned when she was here with us, with Greg and I, because Brad was running around, how excited she is for the season, and she really thinks the girls can make the playoffs with the team they have. How do you feel about, because we are a sports show, and I mean, of course, the sponsorship again, we definitely want you to talk about that stuff. But too, that is your family, that's your daughter. So we definitely want to get your thoughts about what you think their chances are of making the playoffs this season.
Oh man, I'm a competitive person at heart, so let's see. I really do believe that this is the year that I was telling Brad and them that earlier that whenever Skylar was a freshman, there was no seniors that played that year, and there was only 3 upperclassmen, and so the majority of that team was freshmen. And so this same group of girls are now juniors, and there's 2 seniors on the team this year, and I really believe that there's a chemistry that hasn't been there in the years past, and it's just very positive energy that's coming out, and some good leadership, and so I really believe that it's infectious.
Exactly.
And so being that they won first place in the consolation tournament yesterday, that was really awesome. So
yes, and thank you, by the way,
great boost.
Those of y'all that didn't see, go to the Luling Eagles Twitter handle and the Facebook page. Both Bonnie was nice enough to share some of the pictures she was on site, and I posted them on our page, and of course, it was the one with the Melanie, our new coach, with the plaque. And so those pictures turned out. You're a good photographer anyway. It's one of the things that those of y'all don't know where Bonnie does on the side. She's a good photographer. And little known fact is that, and I don't know if I wanted to ask you about this. She was once a contestant on Wheel of Fortune. So is there somewhere, is there like a YouTube or something? Because this is on YouTube, but is there a YouTube of your appearance? Okay. Well, I have to go look for that because I've known you for a little while now, pretty well, and on a personal basis, and I just wanted to make sure I never have really asked you that. Is there somewhere I
go? Just Google Wheel of Fortune and my name.
Okay.
And it'll come up.
Okay, so those y'all too, if y'all want to watch that, definitely go out there and check Bonnie out. So Bonnie, well, that's all we have, guys. Y'all have anything else y'all want to ask?
Just thank you for your support.
Yes.
No, thank y'all for doing this. I think
Yes.
it's an awesome thing that you guys do for the community, and I hope more and more people follow you guys, and because it's pretty special to do this for a small town and be able to engage, especially for people that are out of town and
Yes.
family that we don't have any family here, but you
Exactly.
guys and this community is our family, so we really appreciate
Yes.
what you guys do.
That's one thing I've noticed, you know, besides the C word of culture, but F word as well for family, you know, because we've got like a lot of family atmosphere going on. And of course, as we do this interview, we have more and more people walking in for the Meet the Eagle event. So definitely excited about it. And you know, there's a lot of excitement around here in general. So yeah, like the guy said, thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. We couldn't do it without the support of businesses like yours and of course all the other ones we have as well. So and thank you again. And we'll definitely be there, like I mentioned earlier, off camera to you, that we're going to be doing volleyball, some broadcasts. So we'll be seeing you there, I'm sure, seeing you around here at the football field. So yeah, so we do thank you for joining us again. That's Bonnie Dredla. She's with the Luling Foundation Farm. So definitely go check out the things that she mentioned, and definitely hold that up one more time. That event for the kids, yeah. So go the grill off there. So we definitely got to get participation because I'm sure that y'all heard the old adage, the more the merrier. So definitely the more the merrier. I'm sure they'd love to have a pretty big crowd the day that they do it. And what day is that again, Bonnie? That
it's Saturday, September 10th.
Okay, so Saturday, September 10th. So we'll definitely be looking forward to that. So Bonnie, we'll let you go and let you go enjoy. I'm not sure. I'm assuming you'll hang around since your daughter's part of this Meet the Eagles. And thank you again, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds great. Thanks for having me.